Sam was shot and killed at approximately 20 minutes to midnight. That was on a Tuesday night, which is the 16th of August of this year. This occurred in a dingle area of Liverpool, in a cul-de-sac which is called Lavrock Bank. We believe Sam was visiting the area on the night just to visit friends who live in the cul-de-sac. At about that time, 2 electric bikes, we believe, have ridden into the close, with 2 males astride each bike, so 4 males in total, who are suspects in this offence. One of the bikes has driven right into the close and gone towards the address in the far corner. The second bike is waited at the top of the close. There's been some sort of altercation then. We don't quite know exactly what's taken place at that point. However, as Sam and his friends have been leaving the address and been in the close, one of the lads on the bike at the top of the close has discharged the firearm several times. Unfortunately, Sam's been hit fatally.
As part of your inquiries, it's led you to believe that this looks to be a planned attack?
Yes, I believe so. If you see the map of the close, there is no real through road at the close, so you've specifically got to go in there for a particular purpose, in my view. Just the location of the bike as well, and the movement of the bikes, the way they've split, and one's gone down the close, one's waited at the top of the close. That shows to me a premeditated attack. There's an alleyway as well, which leads out of the close, so one of the bikes has situated itself next to the alleyway for a quick escape.
Well, let's have a look at where they went afterwards then, because you can describe the suspects and where they went.
Yeah, so this is Harlow Street, which is just adjacent to Lavrock Bank. So the suspects have come through an alleyway, driven down Harlow Street, and they've gone on to Grafton Street. This leads into the city centre, actually. We followed the bikes on CCTV, and we can see them turning right and going quite a distance, really, through Liverpool, up towards the Woolton area. So for anyone who knows that area, they've gone through Toxteth, and they've passed through Princes Park, passed into Sefton Park, and they've come out in the Woolton area, gone through Woolton Village. And we've last got sighting of the bikes in and around Hunts Cross Avenue in Woolton. This is quite a distance.
It's a distance, and also they seem to be moving at speed. What do you know about the type of bikes they were on?
Yes, Rav, they're on electric bikes, actually, which have the appearance of genuine scrambler bikes, motorised bikes. The difference with these bikes is they're quite quiet. Mm-hmm. So you don't get the engine noise in relation to these bikes, but what you do get is a whirring, so the electric motor whirring, but you really get the sound of the tyres on the road. So as you say, these bikes travel at speed. We're looking at midnight, so between midnight and 5 minutes past midnight, these bikes would have been in the Woolton area of Liverpool, going at some speed, and there'd be 4 males on board, 2 on each.
Now, we've got some images here that people can see at home, and these were taken earlier in the day, but you believe they were involved, and these are the bikes that you want information on?
Yeah, so as a result of our CCTV inquiries, these are sort of particularly good images that we've got of the bikes. This is around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we believe the bikes were brought into the area by these 2 males. I also believe that these 2 males were involved in the shooting of Sam. So it appealed to anyone, really, who's had a sighting of these bikes in and around the Dingle area or the Woolton area on that night, or if they know either of these 2 males. Wearing distinctive clothing, and other faces are covered, but I believe that these males are regularly in and around that Dingle area.
Now, I know you're appealing for the viewers to help you with information on the bikes. I know you're appealing for names of who was involved, but you also want to know information about the firearm as well, because that could be, of course, crucial to the investigation.
Yes, of course. I mean, Merseyside Police, we've got a dedicated firearms investigation team, and we always want locations of firearms. So if anybody's being forced to hide a firearm or know the location of any firearms in Merseyside, I'd ask them to come forward and bring us that information. But particularly in relation to the murder of Sam, I'd ask if anybody knows where that particular firearm went after the incident. Certainly the bikes. If the bikes now, if you know somebody in the Woolton area or the Dingle area who were using these bikes at the time and are no longer using this type of bike, if you would let us know, I'd make that appeal to the public.
And I have to ask, how's Sam's family coping after the loss of just such a young man in such
as you can imagine, the family are particularly distressed. I mean, they can't really understand why this has happened to Sam. They don't live in the Dingle area. It's a tight community, the Dingle area, and I appeal for people in there to help me and help my team remove these individuals from our streets.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us, Stephen. Have you seen anything similar looking to these bikes in the area of Merseyside, perhaps? Or do you recognise the suspects? If you have any information to share, then our contact details are on the screen. Do get in touch.